Jimmy, you're in here for the concert tonight, and where do you go after today?
Huntsville, Alabama, and then we're about a third of the way through the whole tour. We go from there up through, we do Atlanta, Birmingham, up through the Carolinas, and then we finish in Florida about the 1st of April. Actually, April Fool's Day is the end of the tour.
Is it a good day to end the tour?
I don't know yet. So far, it's gone very well, though.
The tour's going good, then. How about the new album?
The album's doing fine, too. It's selling good and staying in up there, so I'm real pleased.
How long has it been since you've been back down to the coast to...
I think it's been about, well, to play, this has been about 2 years since we've been there. For me, I was down, I'm always coming through to see my folks in Mobile, and usually slip by between New Orleans and Mobile. I always stop in Mary Mahoney's for a crab sandwich is usually my stop, because it's close, you know. But it's always nice, especially now that the weather seems to be warming up a bit. It's going to be a nice way to end the tour in the spring.
As passing through the coast as you do, what kind of changes have you noticed over the years? The growth or just the changes in people?
It's pretty much, you know, in perspective, as much traveling as I do around the country and around the world, it seems to remain pretty consistent to me, you know. Maybe that's because it got the hell knocked out of it by the hurricane, and that probably retarded growth there. But it's nice. I always like to come back.
The shrimp and seafood still taste the same?
Yeah, this is the eating part of the tour, and you know, from Baton Rouge through Biloxi. I mean, we get to eat a little bit now, and it beats room service. We just finished 5 days straight through Texas, and then so it's nice to be heading down to get some decent food.
Okay, where are you going as far as movie soundtracks now? Are you doing anything? You doing any kind of commercial work or anything like that?
Well, I'm just doing some exploratory writing things with. I did a little thing for Norman Lear, and so when I finish this tour, I'm going back to Los Angeles to talk to him about some things we're talking about doing.
Do you enjoy the writing part of music or the touring, or?
Oh, I enjoy it all. I'm sort of particularly getting interested in getting back into films and doing some music for it. Maybe doing a little bit of acting too.
Well, as the son of a sailor, is touring anything like sailing?
A lot of comparisons, yeah. I think the biggest comparison is probably everybody thinks that sailing is an easy thing and it's always a beautiful day. Well, that's not necessarily true, and it's the same way. Everybody wants to grow up to be a rock star because it looks so easy, but it's a hard job, you know. It's quite an analogy between sailing and being on the road, believe me. Yeah, because it's not always fair skies and calm seas, believe me. I know.
But you do enjoy it.
Oh, I enjoy it immensely, yeah.
Okay, on another facet of your life, you've been appointed chairman of the Save the Manatee Committee in Florida. Can you tell us a little about that?
Well, it's a committee that the governor formed last year to try to do something about mainly a public awareness campaign in Florida to protect what's left of the manatee population there, which is less than 1,000 now. So we put together like a committee of people from all walks of, from Marine Mammal Commission in Washington to marine biologists in southern Florida to politicians, and just a coalition of people to get together to make an awareness campaign especially targeted to boaters along the intercoastal canals on the eastern and western shores of Florida to observe the manatee sanctuaries, which have been designated as protection areas, and to be cautious of the migratory patterns of them. So this year, despite the terribly cold winter we had in Florida, and we lost quite a few manatees to the weather, which is unavoidable, really. Boating-wise, our accident ratio was down from, I think at this point last year we had like 34, 35 kills caused by powerboats, and this year we've only had one. So we did some public service announcements, and then we did some benefit concerts in Miami. It really is quite rewarding. Plus, not only to do something about protecting the manatees, but it's nice to see the involvement that all factors of the public sector get involved with. So it's pretty rewarding. Some of it's tragic, but I had a good life all the way.
He went to Paris looking for answers to questions that bothered him.
For Good Morning South Mississippi, this is Vester Wenzel.